What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Spicy Chicken Sammich. I'm your host for today. My name is Nate, and with me, I've got two other very special people. What are your names?
Hi, I'm Aiden. How you doing?
Hi, my name is Carter.
Wonderful. So, we're not going to get right into the beat of this episode right away. By the title, you might know what we're doing, but we're going to slow roll you into it. It's been a little while since our last episode. We decided to lengthen our breaks so that we have more to talk about.
And also because we recorded twice on the same day last time.
So let's just take a bit of time to get comfortable. What have we been doing?
We went to a park.
Yeah, we went to a state park today.
I saw a caterpillar.
A lot of uphill walking and perilous moments.
And I also saw a frog.
Yeah, there was a frog. You might recall a while ago there was a frog-related story. Not the frog fucking one, the frog seeing one.
We see the frog, not the fuck the frog.
There's a lot to do with frogs on this podcast.
Yeah, there's a lot of frog talk on this podcast for reasons that are frankly beyond me.
You said there was something that happened, like, at the door of the house that you're...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, don't tell me.
After we got back from Ledges, the most cursed thing I've seen in a long time transpired. Where we got McDonald's on the way there, and it was still in the car on the way back. And so we got to the house, the trash can's like on the outside. The wheelie bin, Carter goes over to it to throw his McDonald's out, right? And then he sees a little stink bug on the rim of the lid, right? He's just standing next to the lid. And so he's like, hey, it's a stink bug. And I'm like, ew, gross. And then I turn and look away to look through my bag for the keys or something. I hear him open the trash can, and then I hear it close, and he goes, and then I look over, and he has guillotined this stink bug. He cut its fucking head off by dropping the trash can lid on it.
Dude, he got fucking stink bugged, man.
Man got fucking destroyed. It was like within 2 seconds of knowing him, he was fucking beheaded before my eyes. It was the most horrifying thing I've ever seen.
I didn't mean to.
Tell his family that.
That's so much more tame than I thought it was. We went in two different doors when we got back. I was in the front door, and you two were, over on the side. So I walk into the house. I hear you guys, mumbling outside the door, and then you come in, you're just like,
that was the most metal thing I've ever seen.
I'm like,
well, I mean, because it was, crawling around, right? I look away for 2 seconds, and when I look back, it's upside down, its head is over here, and it's not moving.
I was like, what the fuck happened in those 5 seconds?
I don't know, I've never felt so much empathy for a stink bug, even before it got crushed, really.
Poor bastard,
Fucker's
jeez.
gone.
Sad day for us all today.
Took a great aspen tree in the sky.
How does your transition to a Stone Cold Killer feel?
It's kind of okay. I mean,
I feel the same.
I also had a life-changing experience a couple weeks ago. It's not like it changed the trajectory of my life, but I think I saw heaven for a moment. My life definitely flashed before my eyes. So what happened was that I'm in the bathroom, okay? I'm probably peeing or something.
I'm probably peeing.
And so I'm a responsible young man. I wash my hands after I go. So I turn my attention to the sink, and it's already filled up with soapy water. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. I don't know who would have left that there. So a lot of residential sinks have a mechanism on the back where it's you can push it down or pull it up, and that'll control the drainage. So the drain was down, plugged. So I'm like, okay, I guess I better drain that out before I wash my hands. And the fucking thing doesn't work. I'm jacking this fucking thing off, and it's not doing anything. So I'm like, okay, I gotta reach in there and pull out the plug myself. But it's okay, because this is just soap water. It's it's not a big deal. So I'm like, I'm just fucking around in there. I'm trying to get my fingers around that little plug. And it's at that point that I'm like, this water's pretty minty. And I don't recall us having mint soap. And it's that I realize I'm just getting all handsy with someone's fucking spittle water. Someone brushed their teeth, and then it just...
I wonder who that was.
And it just didn't...
Could be anybody.
It didn't drain, but I had to do it anyway, because the drain wasn't working. So at that point, it's 10 more seconds of me being like, and eventually I get it drained, but I've just, I washed my hands twice. That shit was in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that gross. It was just in someone's...
It's a hell of a thing to wake up to, though.
It was just in someone's mouth, but it's, God, that's not supposed to happen. Yeah, exactly. I shouldn't have to wake up to that shit, and it's not even anyone's fault. It's just the sink being a piece of shit.
Yeah, whoever leaves their saliva-induced water inside the sink is an asshole.
Gosh, I would never speak to them again.
Probably didn't even know. I hold no ill will towards them. I'm just that is disgusting. That's fucking gross.
Ew!
Ew! Fucking ew!
Speaking of that, there's been toothpaste all over the sink recently. Whoever's been doing that should clean up after themselves.
After I will brush my teeth, I wash the sink out, so it's somebody else.
It's somebody else then.
I guess it must be you, Nate.
I guess it must be me.
Either that or I'm not thorough about it.
There's just like white globs of toothpaste lining the sink sometimes. I'm like, God damn it.
I see that sometimes, but I don't really give a shit.
I give a shit.
Alright, I guess we'll be careful, but as long as you rinse your beard hairs out of the sink in the morning.
Yeah, that's true.
I try to, but I have a lot of hair.
Yeah, I'll try not to clog the toilet as much.
Asshole.
We all of us could stand to learn thing about bathroom hygienics.
Clearly.
Oh, I don't know if it'll be an interesting story or not, but I've been telling you about the continued woes of this group project I'm a part of.
Yeah.
So it's one of those discussion board classes where like everybody you gotta post like fucking 10 things and reply to all your peers. And it's the most inane garbage ever. And I decided, you know what, I'm sick of these classes. There's one every semester. Why am I boring you? Literally get off your phone. He was on his phone the entire way through the park, by the way.
It was not the entire time.
You checked it 5 times in the first 10 minutes.
Dude, I gotta keep up with my Facebook
Ooh,
shenanigans.
you didn't have data for most of the time.
I gotta take pictures.
Ted, you were going like...
You know,
texting like an idiot.
I want to be like the Gen Z, take selfies all the
You
time.
hate
and be
TikTok.
Like, I do hate TikTok.
But this group project, so I decided, you know, I'm going to try to get something out of this class. I'm really going to dig deep, like genuine connections. I'm going to try real hard just because I want one of these classes that I've taken 20 of at this point to fucking matter. And the people who teach the class took notice of that. They saw the effort I was putting in, and I guess they were impressed because they sent me a message like, hey, you're pretty good at this. We'll make sure to give you a good group in the second half of the semester's group project. I got a little nervous about that. I was right to be nervous because since that's been assigned, it is clear that they want me to babysit and lead a group of people who don't contribute to the class at all. None of those people have ever posted anything ever, and they expect me to fix it because I'm goody two-shoes. So I posted in the group chat. I did literally everything I'll need is your input so I can submit this, because I know they weren't going to fucking do anything. And finally, before this recording, like 5 minutes before the recording started, somebody finally posted into that group chat. It's 4 questions, they're open-ended, and you just had to answer like, what's your personality type? Are you an INFP with the shit? And then like, I don't know. It's really just answer it, right? It takes like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Somebody responded, yes to all 4. So clearly, they didn't fucking read the questions, because none of those are yes or no questions.
It's the most middle school shit. Why are they punishing you for doing good? That's horse shit.
I don't know. Maybe they think I'll inspire them.
That doesn't happen. That never works.
I hate people. Why am I in charge of them? People who have kids are insane. I'm so pissed off.
Fuck people with kids. Good.
Fuck kids. Gotta cut all that out.
Yeah, let's keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, let's cut that shit out.
We're gonna get into the beef of this episode now. The beef. Have you two seen the Cartoon Network show The Problem Solvers?
No.
Okay, so the premise is that it might have a plot, but nobody watched it because the art style looks horrendous, and the 3 main characters.
It's animated?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nondescript man, a nondescript woman, and what looks like a giant walking piece of shit.
All right.
In fact, you look it up right now so that you have a reference. Like, literally look at it. It is horrendous.
I can take out my phone. Oh my god.
Oh, this looks bad.
2 out of 10 on IMDb.
Oh my god.
Right?
21% like the TV show.
Pretty horrific, isn't it?
It looks like it's done in MS Paint. Jesus Christ. How did it run for 3 years? Who greenlit this?
I'm sure that Problem Solvers fan 900 is really upset.
I imagine.
If they're alive. So I thought about that, and
I feel unclean.
though it is horrifying, I feel like there are parallels that can be drawn between them and us.
Yeah, we're really horrible, yeah.
Which one's the giant piece of shit?
I thought to myself, well, all of us are giant pieces of shit, so let's solve some problems.
Okay.
And so this will be pretty free form, pretty loose.
Does the show not really matter to this?
No.
Oh, thank God.
I honestly just thought of it on the spot.
Sure, man.
You thought of it on the spot.
Problem solving.
So I'm going to have you two help me out with some common everyday scenarios. I want you two to be my advisors for this session.
All right.
You know, whoever gives the better advice is going to be the one who takes it. So
I'm down.
we're going to start simple. I am single.
That's not simple.
How can I fix that?
There is no way to
If
fix
it was
that.
simple, one of us would have figured it out.
Yeah,
by now. You're talking to the wrong schmucks.
What can I do?
Okay, I got it. So, you
Yeah.
have to become an Apachiosaurus.
Is that the one with the head?
Yes, it has a head, yes.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
That's a good one.
This entails that you have to be in the Triassic period, 150 million years ago, and you have to die in the tar pits of Florida, right?
I don't know if this is realistic enough.
You want actual advice?
I want you to help me, bro.
Yeah, help him out.
Let's fucking kill him in the tar pits.
Hold on, hold
point.
on. You die. You're in the tar pits. You're well preserved because the tar pits preserve DNA very well.
Okay.
And then 150 million years later, it's 1991, I want to say, and so there's a Jeff Goldblum finds you.
Yeah, as he does.
And then he splices the remnants of you with a frog, and then they clone you in the future, right?
Yeah, I follow.
They can do this as much as they want, hence, you are not singular anymore.
So are you saying that I'm actually several hundred million years old?
If you can just figure that out, yeah, it's no problem.
Okay. I see it.
And I don't know, I don't like the implications of this statement, but the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park can flip their genders.
Yeah, that was a point brought up in a previous episode.
I dislike the way that feels about this, but that's the thing that it has is.
It sounds like a difficult solution, but it is a solution, and that's a high enough bar to set. Carter, do you think you can clear it?
You know what? I'm going to be actually very serious about this, and if you pick my answer,
All right, everyone grab a chair and a pillow.
What's wrong with being serious about this? He wants some actual good advice. I'm not going to split him up into a million atoms.
Mine is great advice, all right? It worked. Spielberg would not lie to me.
You know what, man? I'm going to take you out to a bar. I'm going to be your wingman.
All right.
Harry's bar?
Harry's bar. I'm going to take you specifically to Harry's bar. I'm going to have you look really dapper. I'm going to get you extra drinks.
What drink?
Really strong one, like maybe a shot of something. I don't know.
Twisted Sister.
What do you think? What drink?
I need you to help me.
Well,
Orange Marmaduke.
the thing is that you gotta pick your own drink, because if I pick the drink for you and that girl hates it, then you can blame it on me. But if they like it and you pick the drink, then you can be like,
yeah, that was my drink.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We can reach a consensus at the bar.
yeah, and I'll be like the one that's like, oh, hey, have you met Nathavius?
Nathavius_69.
Have you heard of Nate the Great? Here he is, right here in the flesh. And then you'll be like,
Hey, what's up?
and the girls will like be all over you because I'm the bearded guy, and like if the bearded guy trusts this guy, then you are gonna be a chick magnet, basically.
Yeah, that's tangentially related to a study.
Yeah, and you guys can go and hitch it off in a date, maybe go a second date, and if not, we do it again and then.
You guys can go get hitched.
You're gonna get hitched. Hit it off, man. Hitch it off.
Okay, I guess I should ask you more questions about your scenario because I didn't really press you on anything.
All right, cool. I'm sure I'll have answers.
So how do I prove to Jeff Goldblum that I'm from that era?
Well, the thing is that the reason why tar pits are a great place to find dinosaur bones is because A, they preserve it really well, right? Like, it's a very non-porous substance, so it can't really dissolve that great into the earth, meaning that A, your DNA is secure, and B, that you'll be a more complete skeleton overall, which makes you a better target, I think.
Okay, but did you say that he does this in the 50s?
The movie came out in 91, so I'm going to say then.
Okay, so I have to get back there, or I have to convince him now when there's been several movies in that franchise.
Well, in 91, there hadn't been.
How do I get to 91?
Well, the same way you got to fucking the Triassic period. You can figure that out. It should be no problem to get back to the year Nevermind came out.
I'm a little lost. I need you to how do I do that?
Well, the part of the fun is the journey, man. I can't solve it all for you. I also won't have any fun doing it.
You're gonna have centuries of being single, by the way.
Well, you'll be dead.
Yeah, that's true. I will be dead in the tar pit.
I guess you can't. You'll have the tar. You can kiss the tar.
Yeah, you'll have the tar to keep you company.
That would feel pretty good on my balls.
That's true.
Honestly, pretty hard first choice. Very different directions, but there's very real pros and cons for each one. Like, I was gonna pick Carter, but that tar would feel amazing.
You can bring your date to a tar bath.
Oh shit! Your first date is you go bone hunting in the Everglades.
Yeah, dude, you can do whatever the hell you want.
She gets eaten by a crocodile.
If she gets eaten, then I could just be your wingman again and find another one for you.
All right.
You can be the crocodile's wingman.
True. Double wingman.
Oh man.
I gotta be honest. I think Aiden's solution is less volatile. Like it's hard to get there. It's not clear what
It's
I
hard
do
to get there.
to that point, but like once Jeff Goldblum clones me, like that's it. By definition, I am not single. Yours is like I might very well become single again. So I have to go with Aiden. His solution is more solid.
I mean, thanks, man. Tough choice. I'm glad you went my way, but honestly, I don't know what I would have picked.
Very tough choice.
I'm gonna sound really dumb. Was that a Jurassic Park reference?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I didn't know what that was. I was like, what?
All right. So on that same railway, this is going to be the bad timeline. I'm taking you to the dark timeline right now.
Okay.
Shit, I'm in the dark
So
room.
neither solution worked. I am still single, and I am getting really desperate. I need anyone to take me on a date so I can say that I've been on one. Where are you going to take me?
Oh, I'm taking you?
We're dating you.
Should I ask you for this solution, where are you going to take me on our date?
Oh, shit.
God, this turned really gay. This metaphorical situation.
Very metaphorical.
That's tough. Because, like, it's weird because when I think of, like, I've never thought of dates in, like, how do I make a joke without, like, super coming onto you? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to approach this.
Don't worry, there's no attachment here. This is purely hypothetical. No homo.
Well, my first impression was that I would take you to
A trampoline park.
That was what I was going to say.
Really?
That's where my first date was.
Really?
All right, you know what?
We're just in a love triangle the entire...
I'll do something else.
Finally, just Aiden and I start dating and Nate's a third wheel.
You can date the trampolines.
Dude, you could date the trampoline.
All right, yeah, sell me on the trampoline park.
At the trampoline park, there are many places. First of all, there is the actual trampoline park where you can do a lot of cool flips. I can take a lot of cool pictures of you, and we can make a lot of cool memes together. Second of all, there is the dodgeball arena in which you can, like, dodge really coolly and all that shit.
I've always been so bad at that, but it is fun.
It is really fun. I've always had a fun time with that. Third is, like, the foam pit. You know that foam pit?
Yeah, all the foam blocks.
All the foam blocks, and you try
probably
to balance, and then you always fall off because you're heavy or something.
Yeah, there's probably a hell of piss in there, but it is really fun.
Yeah, it is really fun. And then fourth, there's also some good food.
Okay.
I mean, it might not be a restaurant day, but at least we're gonna get some, like, good hot dogs, and those are pretty
I
good.
could see them selling pretzels or something.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have anything?
I think like it's a tough one because there's a place that I'm thinking of, but I don't really know if it's open anymore. There's a mall from near where I grew up that I think is really sweet. Actually, it could be fun to just like walk to shop and browse for things. It kind of provides like a very clear avenue in order to figure out conversation topics. Like if say you point at hot topic and we're like oh shit, okay, we can start there. That's topics.
I do make that noise when I see a hot topic.
The reason I bring that mall specifically is because it's got super good food. It's got a fucking arcade in it, and that's pretty sweet. And it's got a goddamn go-kart track. And that's sick as hell.
I've never been go-karting.
It's so fun. I'm really bad at it, but it's very fun. Fun way to spend a day, because you can pretty much just pick out whatever you want to do. You can let the day kind of happen.
Okay. Say that for this example, I like hit my head and I'm brain dead for the day. Where would you take us in the mall?
The hospital.
Yeah.
And the mall.
The first aid center.
Good answer. Carter, back to you.
Hi, what's
up? Have you ever done a backflip?
I feel like I have. It wasn't a successful one, but yeah, I have.
How about you, Aiden?
No.
I have definitely done a lot of front flips, but at backflip, I think I tried it once, and I think I fell on my ass. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to snap my neck, so I'm not going to do that.
From what I hear, they're easier but scarier.
Yeah, I've never done one myself. Do you think that you would be able to teach me?
Yeah, I could probably teach you. At the trampoline park, I think there's like those like bungee cords sometimes that can teach you how to like front flip and back flip. So like you're in the air a lot longer.
Okay.
What I would do is I would take us to a pool, and I would set up a camera on like poolside, level with the water surface, and then you could practice doing backflips off the edge of the pool into the water, so I can like check if your feet are in the right spot when you land on the water surface and stuff, you know? And once you're confident in the motion, you can do it on land. Easy way to practice without having a risk of breaking your neck.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good system. All right, one more thing.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be the gayest part, but could you like show me your smolder?
What?
Like your seductious look.
Oh,
Just for a moment, because I'm probably not going to be able to look at you for the whole time. Is that yours?
just like,
I don't know.
sorry, I want to pull like a Peter Gabriel look.
Man, if only you could see that.
Yeah, it looked really
It was really good.
you would be dropping your panties right now if you saw that.
Let the panties hit the floor.
I'll give Carter the point.
Yeah.
So that we can leave this behind is just to, you both have a point. Now we're going to get into the rest of this. So here's your next problem.
Yeah, it's cool if you're gay, but I'm not. So we're
Here's your
gonna
next
move on.
problem. You're in bed with me. What's up?
This is your next problem.
Yeah, which hole?
The questions about Nate's love life are making you very uncomfortable, and you want to let him know that they are. How are you going to approach the problem? How are
Well,
you
I'm
going
gonna slide over there and give you a moment.
Are my moves raw in this scenario?
I would only assume so.
Okay.
I gotta let you know.
And I presume if all those things were to play out that way, we'd be of the same kind.
Yeah. What's your answer, Carter?
Can you restate the question?
The questions that I'm asking you about my love life make you very uncomfortable. How are you going to tell me?
I would just be straight up and tell you, hey man, your questions are making me very uncomfortable. You're single and all that stuff, but like life's not about being single. Life's about the journey and not about trying to find true love.
Hit him with the hey babe, don't be gay.
Hey babe, don't be. If you're really desperate, just like no homo, come in my bed. No, I'm kidding. No, I wouldn't do that.
No homo come in my bed. JK unless.
I'm going to give in the point and we're just going to move on.
Why?
I feel like I deserve that
The
one.
fact that you said that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it would make you uncomfortable because you made me uncomfortable.
That's not the solution that I was looking for. We're very deep into the dark timeline now. I'm all sad. Like, I just got done jacking off in my room because I'm alone. Which I'm fine with in real life, but this is a hypothetical.
Yeah.
You hypnotized me, and...
How the fuck?
Okay, hang on. Wait,
Solution solved. I hypnotized
Give me
you.
a second to readjust.
You use, like, the pendulum thing to hypnotize me.
Uh-huh.
I'm literally out of my mind. And to cheer me up, you are going to announce a hypothetical video game, and I'm going to believe you. So, what hypothetical video game do I want to see announced that would make me just overjoyed?
Metroid Prime 4.
That's not hypothetical.
I mean, it feels like it.
Okay, I'll ask you more about that in a bit, Carter.
Deltarune. It all came out yesterday.
Dude, that'd wake me the fuck up.
I wanted you both to come up with games that don't exist.
I can do that too.
What? Why the fuck did you not say that?
You are going to announce a hypothetical video game, and I'm going to believe you.
Pepsi Man 2.
Okay.
Because Pepsi Man 2 would be really good. It would be for the Switch, so it would be a little bit laggy. But hey, it's fine.
Okay, fine. How about Pizza Tour?
Pizza Tour.
Yeah,
Tour.
They just switch the O and the W, and that's it.
Tour. See?
There's a mark for you playing bingo at home, by the way.
So, Pepsi Man 2 on the Switch, so it's a little laggy.
Well, I mean, it's for other things, but you get it for the Switch.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you got the eShop gift card. You gotta use that gift card eventually.
Why should I be hype about this game, though? What's so good about it?
Well, A, it's Pepsi Man. B, the music's really good. And C, I mean, you get to run over fucking vehicles with your body. It's pretty fun. It's kind of like a catharsis. Like, if you're feeling like...
Kind of like Skate.
Yeah, it's kind of like Skate, in which, like, you just do your own thing. Feeling a little bit mad, you just run your Pepsi Man body into a ton of trucks, and then you gotta restock that Pepsi machine.
What's the jingle when you refill the Pepsi machine? What does it sound like?
It's like a ding, but it's like a very, like, soothing ding. It's, like, nostalgic. It's like, a ding?
A ding?
Okay.
A ding?
Aiden, what's so good about Pizza Tour?
I haven't played one, so I really can't tell you in great detail, but...
Yeah, just go broad.
I know that you say it's the best game of the year, Pizza Tower Uno.
Yeah, I think
At
I
least
still
so
agree
far.
with that.
And it seems really good. The soundtrack is certainly off the charts. And I imagine now that they've got a more clear vision of what the game is, now that it exists, the sequel would improve on it in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
They wouldn't change much, I don't think, because it's kind of... The whole gimmick is... It's great and shit in all the right places.
Yeah.
And I feel like they have that balance. It'd be like Sonic 2, where it's just kind of the same thing, but bigger, I think.
Sonic 2 is a lot better than Sonic 1, also, yeah.
Maybe they give you a little sidekick. Like, instead of Peppino, it's like Piss Pino. And it's like his kid.
What's the level complete jingle? What does it sound like in this game?
What if it's just like somebody in a mic really, really close, just like, you fucking did it. Oh, look at that, by the way.
That's gonna scare the shit out of you.
Did you fuck it?
It should be alright now.
God, you fucked it.
Yeah, it's back normal.
Carter, can I play Pepsi Man 2 on Steam?
You could, yeah.
Does it play better with a keyboard or controller?
It plays better on the controller because the bumpers make you slide underneath cars sometimes. It's really cool.
Gotcha.
And for Pizza Tour, it's kind of similar where like controller is better. Well, controller feels better, but if you want to really like push that skill ceiling, keyboard what you need so you can use more fingers at once.
Mm-hmm.
Controller is the way most people will play it, but if you want to be like a speedrunner, you're gonna need those keys.
You're gonna have to use the power glove.
All right, I'm looking for a soundtrack highlight. What is the best song in the game? Scat it. Scat it.
Pepsi Man! Yeah, it's like that. And then it kind of goes on more.
All right, Pizza Tour. What's the big hit?
His face sucks. Like my ass.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That made that game rated T for teen.
That is actually a pretty good approximation. There's a lot of sampling in the Pizza Tower soundtrack.
Like my ass.
Yeah, instead of
Hello there. It's lick my balls.
I'm sorry, like, I think Pepsi Man's funny, but I don't give a flying fuck. If they announce a new one, I'm like, okay, it's like the new Bubsy. Like, cool.
What the fuck?
I'm not saying that Pepsi Man and Bubsy are on equal footing, but, like, Pizza Tower 2, that would be hype as hell. You get the point for Pizza Tower 2.
Yo, let's go.
Damn, I'm upset.
What would have won between Metroid Prime 4 and Delta and 345?
Oh, God. Okay, actually a really hard question.
I mean,
For me.
Yeah, I guess for you. I think I would actually leave right this second if I found that 345 came out.
Yeah.
I would just say, fuck this show, I'm playing that.
Would probably sell Deltarune.
I want to play 2.
Yeah, I want to play it.
As in Metroid Prime 2.
Let's, yeah.
Metroid Prime 2.
Here we go. You boys, in a shitty-ass episode that I hosted previously, I brought up a little study where I had everyone describe me in one word.
Oh, Christ.
And your answers were not part of that quiz, but I'm going to bring them back. So, Carter, you said that I was orgasmic.
Yeah, I seem to recall you mentioning that.
Aiden, you said I was personable. You also...
What the fuck?
You'd think based on the way we approach these episodes that it'd be opposite.
You also said farty, but you said personable first.
I did say farty afterwards.
So, why does the other person's answer suck?
Fucking, what the hell? Personable? That's stupid.
Is it?
Kind of. He's very orgasmic, though. Look at him.
I think I've been pissed at like every person I've ever met except you.
But why is orgasmic a bad answer?
Because everybody comes.
I don't fucking come the hell. I have a problem.
There are only 2 kinds of men, those who jack off and liars.
No, I jack off. I just don't come.
Fuck, fine. Good for you.
Your point has been invalid anyway.
I guess orgasmic takes it because this man doesn't have a working cock.
Yeah. Got him.
Got him! I'm deformed! Woo!
Guys, I get a point because of my own disability.
This question is null. This question was shit. I'm going to take you back to a different hypothetical.
Okay.
This was quite a while ago. How can they make synthetic sperm without a synthetic cock? Tell me.
When was this?
What?
2 years ago or something? It's in the Discord.
Okay, not on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, I thought this was on the
Synthetic
podcast.
sperm without a synthetic cock.
How do they do it?
Well, I know that they do, I don't know if synthetic could be the right word for it, but I know they inject, like, eggs into women so they can have babies if they can't ovulate themselves.
Sure, yeah.
And I feel like maybe if you really wanted the experience of making a kid, they could put working sperm in your balls. I can see that.
True, yeah.
But, like, if you don't have the synthetic cock, how are you going to blast it?
Well, they put it in your ball with the rest of your shit sperm, and then one of your good synthetic sperm joins the ranks, and they go through. And it's just like it.
But where are they going through?
Your dick. Where do you think sperm comes from? It's in the balls. So if there's synthetic sperm in your balls, it's gonna wipe the same place the rest of your cum goes.
What I can just imagine is like the female just takes a
The female.
the female takes the synthetic cum and puts it on their finger, and then they're like,
All right, time to make a child.
and then they start fingering themselves. That way you don't need that way you don't need a synthetic cock.
No!
I mean, that's the answer. That's how you make it happen. That's why you don't need a synthetic cock, because you just have to use a finger in order to...
I probably shouldn't say this, but I have thought of that. Like, what if you just covered your hand with cum and then just shoved it?
I mean, there was the old myth that you get pregnant in a swimming pool if somebody came in it, and that's not true. I guess that's more plausible.
As long as it's, like, working swimming cum. I mean, if it's fucking dried and it's dead on your finger, I mean...
What does dead sperm look like?
A cum stain.
I know it can live for 5 days.
Yeah, it can live for a while. I'm pretty sure there's been instances where there's a cum stain and some woman just rubs their pussy against it and got pregnant. There you go. That's another way to have synthetic cum with that.
Shut up! What is wrong with you?
So I'm going to give the point to Carter.
Yes!
What?
He was out of pocket, but I was engaged.
You cannot encourage this behavior.
You berated me, though. It made me upset.
When did I berate you? I explained how a cock and balls work.
Yeah, but you raised your voice at me. So, guys, I'm at the tissue factory, and I'm trying to sneak around, but someone saw me. How can I complete my mission without anyone seeing me?
What the fuck's your mission?
You're at the tissue
I'm
factory?
infiltrating the tissue factory. I have to assassinate the CEO.
Oh, okay.
What do I do?
Ah, damn it. You gotta kill Craig Tissue.
Did you not come in with a ghost costume?
No.
Why not? That would have been the perfect camouflage, because then you could, like, blend in with the tissues.
Well, I guess a makeshift one would be possible, but it would be pretty hard.
That's a good idea, yeah. You make a tissue, like, blanket, cover yourself with it, and then you're like...
Okay.
And then they'll never notice you.
So it's like a they suspect nothing sort of thing.
I see.
Okay. Aiden, how am I going to get to his office without anyone spotting me?
You know, I gotta be honest, I don't even know if you're on the right path.
No?
No, I think that if your life gets to a point where you gotta kill the tissue CEO, I think that maybe the problem lies within you and not within the corporation. You know? I think that maybe we need to talk about getting to the root of this situation, you know? Talk to a therapist, talk to your friends and family, just like really dissect why you feel as if you have to infiltrate, you have to go under the radar in order to commit something as atrocious as murder, frankly. Like, that's a big step, and of a tissue factory, no less. This is a big step, and it's one that I think you should really evaluate before you just go in. I think there's a way to talk you out of it, and you'll be a happier man for it.
I thought that there was an assassination bounty for this, like, you were just getting money to
Yeah,
kill him.
what if the bounty's like $50K?
Well, you could also invest your money in that said factory, and then just jack off a bunch. Stonks!
Carter, I guess I'll press you a little more.
Sure, what's up?
What makes you think that they're not going to notice anything? Like, they don't make tissues that big. Like, that would be weird, wouldn't it? Would that not be weird?
It's weird, but it's not impossible.
Like,
oversized tissues.
Put yourself in the shoes of a security guard. If you see this giant-ass tissue just fluttering by, what are you going to think?
It would be the wind. It's just a bird or something.
I guess you are a security guard.
Yeah.
You have experience with this.
I do have experience with this.
Hey, I have experience with not killing people.
As long as you're not waving your gun or your knife around.
I like the way that you wrapped that up, but like Aiden's big hitter is that I can jack off for money.
Right.
That's like, that would be huge.
Then you're not alone anymore. You got followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could just jack it with my coworkers.
Or you can get a lot of money by killing the CEO of the tissue factory, and then you can basically buy a harem of girls, and then you can, like, not be single anymore.
We already solved his singularity problem. He's gonna be a dinosaur.
I'm gonna be a dinosaur when I
went
grow
over
up.
this.
I don't know if I'm cut out for a harem. That seems like a lot of emotional investment.
I mean, you can just buy one, I
It really
guess.
does seem that way.
Buy one? That's going to be so impersonal. That is not going to fulfill me. Like, sure, I'll get pussy, but like, what else? What else?
I guess more pussy.
Yeah, more pussy. Isn't that what you're looking for, man? Pussy?
I don't think that money can replace, like, a good, fulfilling relationship, but I think money can replace pussy if it's that shallow. I'm going to go with jacking off for money. I like your solution, Aiden.
A shallow
Yeah, let's not
pussy.
be shallow about this. Shallow pussy, deep pockets. That's my first album.
Another thing that we've done recently is that last night we were binging some trivia.
That's correct.
We had Carter just go searching for trivia, like rock and roll trivia or video game trivia, but we were a little disappointed with the offerings. One of the rock and roll quizzes was like 80 questions, but it was very clear that this person had only heard of a few bands.
Yeah, Thin Lizzy shut up more than I've ever thought about them.
Yeah, sometimes there would be questions like, who are the members of Genesis? And then, who's the frontman of Genesis? Like, wow, Yeah, great quiz. So, let's say that I've taken it upon myself to create just a masterful quiz. This trivia is going to be off the fucking chain.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can I make this quiz better than anything we've seen before? What are the ingredients that I need for a bomb-ass quiz?
Ooh, okay. Well, first of all, you need some variety. Get some history questions in there. Get some, like, statistics. Second of all, don't be repetitive. Don't be like, who's the leader of Genesis? Who's Peter Gabriel? I mean, yeah, don't do that. And third, you gotta, like, make it unique. You gotta, like, make a certain topic that really pops in a way. Like, for example, rock and roll trivia questions that will make you come. People will look at that and be...
Number 10 will make you fuck your dad.
Like, they'll stare at that and they're like, really now? And it's like the best clickbait ever, so you're just gonna be like...
Yeah, the person playing is like,
Sure, no way, no way.
And then they're like, I gotta see. And then, like, number 10 actually makes you fuck your dad.
yeah, within the first 5 minutes, you're balls deep in your father.
Yeah, and are you sticking to your guns with the dad fucking? Is that part of it?
No, I'm not sticking. Rock and roll trivia questions that will make you not bald. Number 6 will not make your hair gray or something.
So overpromise.
Yeah, there you go.
Overpromise.
Overpromise.
Gotcha. Okay. For me, I like questionnaires and quizzes. I like taking tests. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I do. And I think for me, what makes or breaks a good test is not the content, but the format.
Okay.
Like, there are some quizzes that I fucking love. You can't look at a Jeopardy board and not think that shit's hype.
Very true.
Wheel of Fortune, also hype, because it's about guessing what common letters are based on whether you think they'd fit. Family Feud, another one, where it's all about guessing what you think people would think. It's the kind of questions where it's not like a trivia where, like, you either know it or you don't. It's more like, it's impossible to know the answer, necessarily, but you can use context clues to get a pretty good approximation of what it might be. I think Wheel of Fortune and Family Feud are the best examples of this.
Yeah.
But I look at those and it's like, you know, I don't know off the top of my head what most people would first jump to when they're asked, like, what's the first 4-letter animal that pops into your head? But, you know, I could make some guesses. Like, frog makes sense, and I could weigh that, and there's a lot of internal debate there. It's also kind of a lighthearted thing, too. Like, if you're wrong, it's like, man, people are fickle, you know? I think it's got a good air of fun to it, and it's also, it could be a collaborative thing, there could be a competition. It's all about that formatting. The questions don't matter, it's about how you say them.
Okay.
You gotta say, you're putting some ideas in my head.
About future episodes?
About, like, game shows and shit. Been a big fan of a running gag with my friends from high school called cum or dressing. In which, basically the whole ordeal is to determine whether it's cum or it's dressing. So you're given, like, a little plate with, like, a little bit of, like, what appears to be Italian dressing, and you're like, that's really interesting. And you smell it, you look at it. If you really can't figure it out, you gotta taste it, and you have to pick one or the other. And then they tell you that it's fucking cum with fucking sriracha flakes in it. Like, whoops! Whoops, you got it wrong!
It reminds me a lot of the bit from Late Night with Brian Weck. There's a bit that Brian of Ninja Sex Party would do, and it's this recurring gag where he would play Is It Mayo with their guests, where he would have just anywhere from 2 to like 8 bags of just white stuff.
God, I fucking love that. Holy shit.
And he would give it to the person and be like, is it mayo? Like, a lot of it wasn't on the podcast. He's done it, like, just with people in his own time because he's fucking insane. But apparently he's played this game with dozens of people and it's never not been mayo. Which is peak comedy.
God, now I want to do that. White, non-liquid, viscous thing tier list.
Viscous white stuff quiz going on the list.
A lot of banger ideas coming from you. Also, we need this frog joke to peak because we've been bringing up frogs so much.
I know.
Damn.
It's ridiculous.
Like, we need to actually have a frog trivia episode or something.
I had a frog idea, but you guys were like, nah, we're going to save that for later.
Well, hey, if you want... I mean, you're probably not going to win. But
Yeah, asshole.
I feel like we're kind of winding down as well.
Sure.
What is it? 3 points for Aiden, 1 point for me.
I think so. Half the rounds didn't count for points.
I'm going to give Aiden another one because
Really?
just I felt inspired by that. Like that's.
I
gonna
felt
help
inspired
this
as
podcast.
well. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I've been planning something. I'm actually going to write it down so I don't forget. Because you brought up something that I think would be very funny.
So I like Aiden's gonna win. That's pretty much set in stone by now. So
I've hosted like 4 of the last 5 episodes. This is crazy.
So we'll do a stupid one. Last time I solo hosted, I think that was the villain arc episode. I liked the evil laugh part of that episode a lot. So I'm gonna let you two go separately on this one.
So you can hear me?
Here's the prompt. I'm ready to take your advice to heart. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna take the steps that I need to get romantically involved. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but this is just the natural first step. You have to try. I need a mating call. I'll leave it up to you.
I got $50! I spit everywhere.
I spit everywhere. You gotta be relatable.
Shit, I think Carter just stole that. God damn.
Damn, I feel the same way. What's your name?
Shit. God. Oh, man. That's good.
I don't give a fuck which answer is actually better. Carter gets that.
Yay! All right, answer winner.
Yeah, you still win.
I know.
You were winning, like, all the time, and you were complaining about it, and now you haven't, like, won alone in forever.
You know, that is fine. I feel okay with that. Like,
do you?
Yeah, I mean, like, I like seeing you guys host.
So the last one you hosted was Stupid Life Hacks, right?
Yeah.
That was a banger. I miss your hosting.
Well, shit. Better luck next time.
You still made a good showing this episode. Like, that wasn't bad.
Yeah, like, I won't fucking not give it my all because I'm probably not gonna win, but hey.
Yeah, this is fun. I have no idea what it's going to cut into, though.
Yeah, we'll see.
This is one of those where I'm not sure how long it's going to be until it's done.
So that'll bring us to the end of our... What are you doing?
Stop checking your phone!
I was taking a picture of Nate.
Show it to me.
Here, this is it.
Oh god, that photo is terrible.
Look at it. He's hiding.
Oh my god.
You look a traffic cone.
Yeah, so much of my body is missing. So game's over.
I'll take the win. Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. I have an idea that I'm really excited about. Yeah, so we'll do that next week.
Guys, it's gonna be Cummer Dress.
Yeah. Is it Mayo?
I think Cummer dressing as an actual main channel video could be so funny.
I think it would, yeah.
It's actually already out on the main channel. It's linked in the description if you feel so inclined.
You just get a bunch of Ziploc bags and you put like mayo and ranch and Italian dressing. Just a bunch of white condiments.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this has been a running gag in high school.
I
Like,
just gotta guess.
Hello, everyone. This is Come or Dressing. Here's Carter, and
it's me like offering the bags and stuff. And then the other guy in our group would be like offering the rewards. So like there would be like the Jack-O-Matic 3000. And
You could win a new car!
it's like the best idea. I'm surprised that like Pornhub or nothing else has made that yet.
I don't know if I go that far, but
Nobody has made that yet. Like I haven't.
It's the best.
It's the best
idea.
Somebody's gonna make that idea, and if anybody makes it, I'm gonna be really upset because it was my idea.
I feel like I should also bring it up. I mentioned it a little bit. Nate and I have been working on a very big project. We have decided to make a tier list. That's another kind of way you can format a quiz, kind of a little bit.
True.
It's like a tier list of the best memes that have existed in our social group here, right? I believe we're at 650 something.
It's a monster of a list.
It's ridiculous.
Frankly, it's a waste of our time, but it's really fun for some reason.
Yeah, we've spent several nights on it.
I feel like if I did it, I would have been like, yeah, I'm out. I can't do it. I don't wanna. I've seen part of the list. I've heard you guys tell me a part of it, and I'm like, oh my god.
The fact that we're still thinking of stuff so readily is amazing to me.
All right, chicken nugget.
Love that jingle.
This is the segment where we talk about something we would recommend in media.
I haven't edited the last episode yet, so I forget what I recommended last time.
I'll start us off. So for some reason, something that came up a lot in this little game just now is like things that we like, but we're bad at them. And there's a game I've been playing on and off for like, I don't know, year and a half. Slay the Spire. It's a deck building game, and I'm really fucking bad at card games, but I have like 70 hours in it. It's everything you want from a fucking deck building video game.
You showed me the beta art of the cards.
Yeah, if you get the true ending with a character, you can toggle the card art so that it's the beta art. Some of it looks like, okay, I see the through line, and then other times it's like...
It's just a meme.
There's a card called Feed, where if you kill an enemy, it raises your max HP. And the normal art is like a big old ham bone and some fucking goblin looking ass just like ripping off a chunk of it. And then the beta art is just a fucking burger drawn in MS Paint. But yeah, yeah, if you're into deck builders, like, look no further. That's the premier deck builder.
Yeah, it seems pretty fun. Inscription kind of pissed me off, but I'm sure that game's fun.
I'm so fucking bad at it, but I've sunk so many hours into it, and I gotta say, like, yeah, peak quality.
Yeah, so in the continuing saga of things Aiden hates and then gives a shot to and then all of a sudden loves, I don't know if it was on the podcast or not. I was initially one of those Coldplay shit honors. That has since changed. And I had the same thing with fucking Radiohead. I didn't get it. I heard OK Computer, and now I don't know if I can listen to half the bands I like anymore because Radiohead exists. Yeah, OK Computer is amazing. It's just everything you want. It's fucking weird. It's hard rock. It's also very emotionally it's everything. It's just everything. I love it, even though it takes a lot of time to get used to Tom York's voice. He sounds kind of like a dying cat, but other than that, it's great.
I still haven't listened to it yet, I'm sorry.
And my favorite song is Electioneering off that album, which is funny because according to polls, it is by far the most despised song on that album. And there's the OK Computer hypothesis that is your favorite song on that album correlates to your general music taste. And I picked the generic hard rock song because I'm a little bitch, I guess. So, yeah, get some shit.
I like to give it a try. It's based on what you've said. I think I'd like it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't want to compare the Beatles, but like, they're the most important experimental act since the Beatles, where like their sound completely shifted on Sgt. Pepper, and you hear that with OK Computer and Kid A too, where you're like, what the fuck were they thinking? I like it, but why? Nobody was doing this. Why would they do this? I'm glad, but why? Lucky's though. Everything else is great.
Carter, what you think is better than
Here, give me a moment. I have to look it up.
Well, while we were playing this game, I watched an episode of The Problem Solvers, and I gotta say.
Alright, so, recently, I've been playing this game. I got Nate into it, and I think I kinda got Aiden into it, but probably not. I've talked about Wordle in the past, I think. But now, in the New York Times app, there is a game called Connections, in which it gives you 16 words, and you have to group these words into 4 groups. And it's, like, the best game ever. It feels really good.
You keep singing the praise, because you're the only one of us that's actually good at it. Like, I fucking sucked ass.
Yeah, you ate
that
shit.
Like, it's hard. It's very hard. But if you figure it out, it is so satisfying.
It's so satisfying. Brian.
Fat man.
Yeah, if I didn't recommend Wordle in the past, I recommend Wordle, but I would play Connections as well and give it a try because they might take it off. I think they're just experimenting with it right now, so...
Brian. Will Wheaton. Cool whip. Brian.
I didn't think I sounded like that until you guys said that.
Brian. Brian's like, what's going on?
I drive a Prius.
Peter.
You gotta say I drive a Prius and voted for Al Gore. Say it.
I drive a Prius.
Not you.
I don't know the cadence with which he speaks that.
It's, I drive a Prius and I voted for Al Gore.
I drive a Prius and I voted for... fucking hell. I drive Al...
Suck on my... Fuck!
Stuck on my hot robot.
I drive a Prius and I voted for Al Gore.
Perfect.
Brian.
Alright, I guess that's gonna do it. I'll have a great game for us next time. It's not. Oh, you know, I'm gonna recommend something else real quick, because, I'll save it.
Alright, cool.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Spicy Chicken Sandwich. I was your host today, Nathaniel. I am passing off the baton to a Daniel. Carter was there too.
Yeah, I guess I exist. I'm gonna kick your guys' asses.
Fuck it.
We will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
It became brutal. We will see you in 2 weeks. Twitter is like my asshole. I play with it once every 2 weeks. That's about it. See ya. That's about it. See ya.
Oh, wow, didn't see you there. Sorry. Hey.
Ow! Hi, Aiden. What are you doing here?
Oh, nothing. Just subscribing to Spicy Chicken Sandwich on every platform it's available on.
What? I thought it was only on YouTube.
No, it's on so many platforms. Spotify, Google, Apple, Podcast, and many more.
What about Google Plus?
No.
No!
Hi, Nate. How are you doing?
Oh my god, what's up?
Did you know there's a new episode every other week?
What?
I know!
Holy fuck!
I only date girls who are subscribed on YouTube and Spotify. I can probably cut that into something.
Okay.